How's it going, guys? Can you hear us okay? Ryan and True Adventures. Good morning. Good morning, guys. Good to see ya. Can you hear us and see us okay? Hope everybody had a good Christmas out there. All right. Glad you guys could hear us okay. Sometimes it's hard to know if everything's working okay.
Go, you're good.
No echo. Glad to hear that. Good morning, Daniela. Daniela was on our recent live stream last week. Good to have Grace here this morning. How was everybody's Christmas? Ryan and Chu, you guys okay? Anybody impacted by the typhoon out there? I know for us it was quite a different Christmas than ever in our life. Grace said you didn't cook food like you normally do.
Yeah, first time in the history.
First time?
Like I did not cook food, like just eating in our neighborhood.
Yeah. So what's a normal Christmas tradition for you here with food?
Yeah, we're cooking food like exact 12, no, before 12, no, exact 12, we're eating together with our families, and
12 midnight?
yes. And then we're preparing like on the 24th, like morning until midnight, we're busy cooking, preparing, and we're so excited.
Mm.
Yeah.
So you're cooking all day like Christmas Eve
Yeah,
food?
that's us. Like,
Mm.
yeah, like that's Filipino really tradition.
Right. And then 12 o'clock, you must be starving by the time it gets to be 12 o'clock.
Yeah, 12 o'clock we're like eating with our families.
Yeah, very nice.
But it's kind of like last Christmas. Is that Sunday?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Sunday. Just like we're like sleeping, especially we don't have electricity.
Yeah. Eric Brewer, appreciate all your comments recently. Hello and happy holidays for you. Where are you watching from, Eric, if you don't mind me asking? Ryan and Chu, we good down here in Davao, spent Christmas with Chu's family in Province. We hope and pray everyone affected by the typhoon are okay. Thank you so much. Davao, it sounds like everything's good. We have some good friends that live in Cebu City, but they're spending time with the wife's family as well in Davao. Definitely a good time to not be anywhere near the typhoon. So Eric's from Georgia. Great to have you here. Yeah, here in all of the affected areas, things are still overwhelmingly the same. We'll hear news of different areas that have electricity, but it still seems that they're, very few and far between. So Grace found an update from Visayan Electric Company, or Vico as they're called, just last night.
Mm.
And what was it saying? It sounded like
maybe
30% by the end of this month.
Yes, 30% only, but fully restored maybe in of January.
Yeah, January 31st.
Yes.
So they're saying by January 10th, hopefully 80% of places will be restored in effective areas. So that's electricity, and it looks like up to 80% of places will be restored by January 10th. But, that means about another 2 weeks, a bit more than 2.5 weeks, which is kind of feels like 2.5 years in typhoon, time. So, we are pretty fortunate. We have electricity about 12 hours a day with generators where we live, and more than that in our office. But it's still a challenge. How often do you think we have water where we live?
Maybe I think today maybe the water it's gonna be last today only, and then they're gonna find another supplier for them to deliver it. But I don't know. But they said like it's really hard for them to find a supplier for water.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Cebu really needs water.
Yeah.
Water, yes.
What do you think last week though? Maybe 3 or 4 days we didn't. We came home with no water.
Yes.
So
Still struggle here though.
yeah, so I know we have it better than
Yeah.
others who have had zero water coming out of their taps during this time. So grateful that we've had it at all, but still really a challenge, when you go home and not possible to wash your hands, not possible to flush the toilet,
Yes,
not possible to take a
it's really
shower.
hard. Actually,
Yeah.
especially when we're like sleeping, and it's really hard. I think our immune system now is down because it's been how long already, since 16, right? We're not able to sleep that much. It's really like hard though.
Yeah, I've been feeling like I've been getting
Yeah.
pretty sick the last couple of days. So Grace is helping me find a doctor over here. Nothing serious, but
Yeah, but at the the it's really hard because there's no signal, so I need to, I don't know, maybe I might gonna go to like to the clinic and ask what time the doctor, because even like I want to call them, but I'm not able to reach them because there's no signal until now here. Maybe
mm,
there's some places there is, but it's now for me, even my phone, there's no signal at all.
yeah, trying to call for anything you need
Yeah.
is extremely difficult. There's very little cell phone service. Internet is non-existent except for if you're very fortunate to be in an office where we are. So we have two business internet connections at our office. One of them, Rise, has been working the whole time.
Yeah.
The other one, Globe, has not worked at all.
And then our the house
Yeah,
where
at the
we
house.
have PLDT, and it's not working at all.
Yeah, so
It's really
great job to Rise. They
Yeah.
they cost a lot more than the others, but in times like this, it's really worth it. We really want to try to have a place where our team could come, still have internet. I have a lot of people that have got in touch with me just asking if they could rent some space where we are in our office because so many offices still don't have internet. Uh, Eric or Michael, you are back. I was late connecting. Thanks for getting back, Michael. Been good talking to you recently. Ryan and Chu, Geo relocated to Davao until Mactan Newtown is
Oh,
back
wow.
up and running. So I really understand that.
Yeah.
On some of the vlogs, I've seen people really criticize fellow expats that have moved to other places
Yeah.
during this time,
But you know what? We understand why they're moving because it's really hard here. Like even that was last week, I was in the line for almost like 6 hours just to get water though. It's really hard. People, they might say like it's easy, but it's not. Like Cebu City,
mm,
we're not really thinking that this is gonna be hard.
it's
Yeah,
it's
it's really
extremely
hard.
hard.
It's really like one day, like my tears was like, I was like my eyes starry eye. Like I was like, this is the really hard,
Mm,
because I was thinking before the typhoon, there's a typhoon, but maybe tomorrow it's gonna be okay, but it's not. How long already?
yeah,
Yeah.
I think everybody knows Filipinos handle adversity and challenges like this
Mm-mm.
way better than foreigners like myself. But I would say even for Filipinos, this has been pretty tough. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean anyone we've talked to, including Grace.
Yeah, and and then we only have 1 gallon of water now, so we're now planning where to get
Mm,
water.
and it's
So
hard to get water.
it's
So
really hard.
one of my business partners here, Roland, just came in and said that, he found a place in Constellation
Yes.
that I can't even imagine how long it would take to get there in traffic, which is so crazy during this time.
Yeah.
Probably a couple hours in traffic from where we are during this time. Everything takes so much longer to drive to. But he said that for like a 5 gallon bottle of water, they're charging 325 pesos.
Yes.
So that's about $6.50 for water.
That's only per gallon is 20 pesos, and now like times like
It's a lot more.
lot more.
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, we definitely understand why some people are trying to move out of the
Yes.
areas. Others don't have
We
the
cannot blame
ability
them,
to
yeah.
do that. And we really feel for them. So, with Grace and I, we have Purple Cow and Delish
Oh
Deli,
yeah.
two of our businesses here in Cebu City. And so we're really committed to being here with our employees
Yeah.
and try to keep everything going and make sure, work gets done
Yeah.
for our clients. And, Delish Deli has honestly never been as busy as it is right now, just because there's not that many restaurants that are open during this time. Things like Food Panda and Grab, which are delivery
Okay.
services, because there's not internet, they're all down.
Yeah.
So for the restaurant, we're able to feed a lot of people that don't have many options to find food. Grace and I are having days where we're waking up 4 a.m. A lot of the mornings, and then we're done working maybe midnight, and then the generators are off and it's hot at night. It's just really crazy days.
Yeah, till now I feel like I'm still like dizzy. Like even I'm walking, I feel like there's an earthquake
Mm,
because I think my body needs a rest, but you cannot.
yeah,
You cannot, and especially we have business to run.
yeah.
It's really
Don
hard.
Porto, great to see you here.
Hi.
Hey, John and Grace, that is awful. No water or even little water is really rough. So true. When you just are struggling to try to find water. And for us, we're not just trying to find it for ourselves. We need enough water for all of our employees when they come to work to drink. We need water to wash, dishes and everything's like that at our restaurant. So we're in a pretty challenging situation to have
Yeah.
to find enough water, not just for ourselves but for others as well.
Yeah,
uh
like this. We're just
I
yeah, like
know.
this one. So we need to
This is
refill
like
this.
gold. I got my Nalgene. We
Yeah.
love our Nalgene bottles.
Like we told to our employees that if there's we need to every drops count. You
Yeah,
know,
so these water bottles, we don't throw them
fresh.
out, we
Yeah,
just refill them
refill
with
this.
water.
And if there's a little water, just drink it because water is very needed at this time.
Yeah. Um, Don Porto, wow, it is a mess there. I hope and pray that things get better quick.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. It is truly a mess here. So I know, that the crews are trying their best here. There's just not enough resources. I'm not
Yeah.
sure why, but it really just feels like Cebu doesn't get the attention that other parts of the Philippines get at times during these, crises. As best as I know, there's only another crew that came from Davao
Yeah, they're
that's
helping.
helping us out. So shout out to Davao. But why aren't there more people, from the Philippines that are here helping out? It's really very terrible.
Yeah.
Michael H, you can get seawater to only flush the toilet. Absolutely. But so many solutions come with multiple problems. So say that we wanted to get seawater, we would have to travel extra long during this time from where we are to get to the sea. And there's a gas shortage, which is one thing that is starting to get a little bit better. But there have been lines for 7, 8 hours for people to get gas. And then Cebu City recently passed a new law where you're not able to line up for gas. So imagine you have an empty gas tank or not a lot there because you haven't been able to, find a gas, place that's open, or they ran out of gas, and then you have limited gas already. You basically have to keep doing like circles to try to find when there's basically no line. So it's kind of an impossible situation to not be able to line up for gas. On top of it, it just wastes more gas, having to kind of do circles to try to find an open gas station. But I would say that's one of the things that really seems like it's starting to improve, or maybe it
Yeah.
just appears that way
Yeah.
because the lines aren't a kilometer long.
No, because of the if you will be in the line, so they're gonna give you a ticket. So because the traffic is insane too, so I understand. But people need a gas. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
they do. Yeah. So for us, we'll finish work at Purple Cow with our
Yeah.
team. Then we'll go over to Delish Deli and be working there till late.
Yeah.
And then we got to find, a place for more food supplies because all of our suppliers, well, I shouldn't say all, but
They're not
um,
able to actually they're
our
not able.
suppliers aren't really supplying us. So we have to go find it
Yeah.
ourselves.
and then they cannot supply, especially because of this what's happening right now. So we need to find a way for us, for us to have our food, because there's a lot of people need really, and
Oh yeah.
that's not much restaurants are open, but I think now it's slowly
Yes.
yes opening. But the last week after the typhoon, that was 16 right here in the
Mm.
Philippines, and then 17, there's a lot of people asking. Actually, I went to our restaurant, so I was checking there. So and then I was, but we're closed. So what I did is just sitting there just to wait what's the
Hmm.
update, if there's an electricity or generator. So there's a lot of people, they're asking me, can you open please, because we need food.
Mm.
So and I'm just wearing a shorts, and it's not like it, actually it's not good, because I was walking from Lahog, it's kind of far, and I'm so tired. So there's a lot of people asking, even foreigners, like a lot of people asking, can you
Yeah.
open, can you cook food for us? So what I did is I told them, like, I can only cook chicken because I'm the only one working there. So I told John, can you bring my daughter there just to help me, just to prepare the plate. So since we're like, I was looking to those people, like I feel like they were so hungry, and we don't have also water. So what I did is I cook for them, so they could eat, because like when you look at those people, you feel like you're really like, you could feel like how
They're
hungry
really
they're.
suffering. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So
Yeah. Exotic Filipina, how's it going? Vicky, South Cebu is the worst. Some power in some areas are up and running,
yeah,
so water should be better soon. Yeah, I hope so. Where we are, we know of Taliban,
yeah, there
and it was that Escario area
is
where we
there.
saw somewhere open
Yeah.
Saturday or Sunday. Um, some houses over in Vanilad appear to have electricity, but anywhere where we are, there's no electricity. There's just relying on generators, and the problem is that there's a shortage in diesel
Diesels,
fuel
yeah.
for the generators. So very few places are running 24/7. My buddy Javier Ortega. Hi, John. Hi, Grace. Good to see you here, Javier. Eric Brewer. I know things are looking gloomy right now, but the sun will shine again.
Yeah.
Just keep the faith. You're absolutely right,
Yeah.
Eric. Thank you for those words. Don, you are all in my thoughts and prayers, John and Grace.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Don. I appreciate all of your support. Exotic Filipina, I don't know where the help went. There were many help sent to the government, but the evacuation center where I slept didn't receive any.
Yeah.
I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah. No comment for that.
Yep. Jack, how's it going, Jack? Hello, John and the lady. Merry Christmas from England. Merry Christmas. Great to see you here, Jack. Javier, John, is it hard to find their Berkeley water filter there? Michael H., who was commenting, sent me a link to that, and um, I don't know for sure. It's really hard to find everything here right now. Like really need, just like backup power supplies, so many different things. And we spent, a lot of the weekend trying to find those things with zero luck. So it's really hard. Jackson's Merry Christmas to Grace.
Merry Christmas to Jack.
So yeah, it's definitely a different, Christmas
Yeah.
over here. Grace and I were kind of joking that like, last year we wanted things like an iPhone, and this year we wanted electricity and water and like gas for the car.
I was telling my friend, like, if someone is gonna give me a water, I'll be happy. That's a Christmas gift.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
That-
it's kind of like.
yeah, it really changes your priorities
Mhm.
in a hurry. I
Yeah.
mean, we're not really materialistic
Yes.
people, but we do like a nice phone or, things like that. But it's not like, we don't drive, some crazy car, or, we're not always buying, stuff. We're mostly just investing stuff back into, the business. But Even the little things that we do, like as kind of, little luxuries, it's like you could really care less about those things. So, Michael H. John sent you info on water filters. Hang in there and hang in there. Things and recovery will happen. Absolutely. Yeah, I just mentioned, Michael, that you were the one that sent me stuff about the Berkeley water filters. Michael has a lot of knowledge about those things, so I'm looking forward to talking with him and hopefully hearing some of his solutions for people over here, for water filters who just make truly an enormous difference for things over here. A lot of people, I think, when they're kind of watching the images and everything that happened over here, they see, the destruction, and, they'll see that people made it through that. But I think what so many people don't realize is that, as terrifying as that first night was, and it truly was, it doesn't matter where you lived. Everybody felt things very terrifying that first night. But that was really just kind of the, opening act. Every day that there's not electricity, every day that there's very little water, every day that there's, little food supplies and things like that, things don't just kind of stay equally difficult. It's really a compounding problem where, people are dealing with sleep deprivation, dehydration, just increasing stress. So many people still don't have roofs on their house. So many people have had homes that have just been destroyed completely. If anybody's watched, my channel, that I do my best to help out others here as much as possible. But in a situation like this, Grace and I have already helped towards people that need roofs and with food and some different things. But for the first time, I'm really encouraging people to really consider helping people in the Philippines. We started a GoFundMe here, and I've never, done that before. And it's just because, whatever we could help is just so tiny, 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 compared to the needs here. If we sold everything we had and put 100% of what we made into helping with this, it would not, make the tiniest, difference. It really takes situations like this, everybody helping a little. And so I'd really encourage people, if you are, not here in the Philippines, and you could help, even if it's $5, $10. I don't want to sound like a money raising telethon, but truly every little bit counts for people that have a lot of needs here as well. Don asks, where can you find my GoFundMe link? Appreciate you asking. I'm going to put that here in the live stream. Again, this is, my first time, ever doing that. But it's just truly needed, here. So, feel free to reach out to me as well, just on Facebook, John Smulo, will be, sharing photos and videos of those that are helped. Don said, thank you, and thank you as well, Don.
Thank you, Don.
Um, Javier, I bet the logistics of finding things over there must be a nightmare for the office and for Delish Deli. Absolutely. Not so much for the office, but the challenges with the office are, we have employees that are, living all over the place.
Yeah.
And so many, that were home based as well. We didn't have everybody at the office because of the pandemic. So we have, some people home based, some people office based. Before the pandemic, 100% of our team was office based, but there were already challenges because of the pandemic. And so nobody has internet at home, and everybody needs internet to work
Yes.
with our clients for Purple Cow. So We're really fortunate that we have internet here at the office.
No, yeah, but in this building, I think only us working. I mean, our internet only working in
Hmm.
this area, right?
Yeah, we paid a bit more to be able to get a direct connection
Yeah.
to the main source for Raya's internet, and that's the difference. We just have lines coming from the source, and we've been so fortunate that that's really made a difference for us.
So I think but I think our neighbor office, I
Mm.
think they don't have internet though. So I think they're flying to Manila.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we have, working from home was kind of seen as the cool thing until the typhoon.
Yeah.
And now it's just simply not realistic. People really need, stable internet and shelter. Um, John had posted a comment and it's been deleted. It was about your video when you and Grace went charity shopping. I said that your technique with style and professionalism is tops, honestly. Thank you so much, Jack. I don't know why, but YouTube will sometimes automatically delete comments, and it drives me crazy, because I'll get an email notification some of the times that someone such as yourself was kind enough to leave a comment. But then when I click into the manage comment section of YouTube Studio, it's not there. And sometimes it'll show up in spam for some reason. But sometimes it sounds like in this case, it just disappeared. So thank you for taking the time to comment. And, I'm sorry that happened. Marvelous Mama Adventures. Hello, John. This is Debbie, Daryl's wife from California. We will donate to the GoFundMe, but we don't get paid until the beginning of the month. Praying you all get lots of relief. Debbie, great to hear from you. So Daryl and Debbie are friends from California that are just wonderful people. And I know Daryl has retired recently, so truly I understand. But thank you for watching and commenting, and hello to the family over there. So definitely, guys, I know a lot of people reached out and they said, I've already, been trying to help my fiance's family or others that I know in the Philippines. And truly, it doesn't matter, if you give through our GoFundMe or someone else's. What just really matters is that really, if you're able, help out the people here. Truly, they're in need. Like I said, I've never asked others to consider helping people here. It's just something that we've always done. I'm a guest here in the Philippines, and as an expat, I think I have a responsibility to give back, to a country that's allowing me to live here. But at this time, I just think, with our common shared, humanity, it's just, it's really important to try to help out where we can. Jack, I hope to meet you and hoping we can do business together at my expense. Jack, I really appreciate that. I always tell, everybody that's a subscriber, please feel free to reach out, on Facebook or my email, which is hello@johnsmulo.com. I always love connecting with people that are kind enough to watch and to subscribe. But any final questions out there, guys? I wanted to give you an update, but we also will be getting back to our day jobs here. Well, guys, I always appreciate you taking the time to watch, and hope you have a great day or a great night wherever you are.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Yeah.
Keep safe.
Keep safe. Take care, guys.